Hello and welcome to this January trade review. Um, Again, as per February's, it's difficult to show you exactly where I got in and where I got out. Well, where I got out is quite easy, but obviously where I got in is the interesting bit, and for why. And again, I probably mentioned this on the other video. You may not watch February's, but the problem I've got is I can't go back far enough on these charts. If you go like on a 5 minute and say, right, I want to go from 1st of January, oh, we're not bothered about that, it's Thursday, probably not doing anything, obviously the market's closed, so we'll go from the 5th, obviously that's fair enough, you don't expect that to work. You see how it's reset itself to the 17th, that's obviously as far back as it can go on a 5 minute, so you go, okay, well I'll look on a daily. Let's look on a daily from since January. So that's fair enough. That works. I'll show it on a daily, and you say, okay, let's. If this works, I'll be very surprised. I've tried to get this to. So 13th of the 6th, obviously 2014. So we need to zoom in, obviously, because 26th of the 11th, I'm not really interested in that. So let's come back into this chart here. So we're in January, sorry. This is January on a daily. You can see it on a daily. So we're 26th of the 11th to the 18th of the 3rd. So we change this to, okay, we're not really interested in January, so let's just have the whole of January. That works. It's quite reasonable, even though it's changed this to before Christmas. You can scroll across, no problem, and obviously, but that's the whole of February on a daily. So say okay, I want to change it to a 5 minute, and it resets itself back to live price. Okay, it's a bit annoying, but fair enough. So you go, okay, show me from January the 5th. Okay. See, it's changed it back to the 17th of the 3rd. Let's just try doing it this way. You can't get back on a low res that I can work out how to do, which is really, really annoying. Unless this works by magic. You see, it won't let you go back further than this anyway. So you've no option. You think, okay, I'll scroll back and I'll scroll back and I'll scroll back. And you can't. You can scroll forward. You can't go back. And I can't find a way of getting to look back at January, February's trades or charts, sorry, on a low resolution scale. I mean, I could have used some of the software, but that's not the point. So you go, okay, April 2005. So we'll zoom in on all this. We'll just look for a few days. Okay, makes sense. Why can't you scroll back? Scroll forward. Why can't you scroll back? And you think, oh, okay, it's because this is the start of the chart. Okay, well, let's change it to the 1st of February, which is Saturday, but it doesn't make any difference. And it doesn't. And it goes back to 17th. It won't let you go back. Think, okay, well, let's look from the 1st of March. So it's the 17th. It just will not let you look at a lot of data on a low time scale. And if you keep changing these and changing these day by day by day, it ends up, so you go like the 18th and the 16th and change that to the 16th, that's the 15th. It eventually gives up and stops. But anyway, we have to look at it an hour, I'm afraid, which is not very nice to do. It makes, going through the trades very difficult. So I'm just going to brush through this. I'm not going to spend too long on it. See, it's so annoying. What even need that? Daily. This will not let you do what you want it to do. If someone knows how to fix this, I'd be grateful. It's annoying. So you can look on a daily. But again, as soon as you change the scale on here, it resets everything back to live price, which is really annoying as well. And again, I don't know if it's the way around. Anyway, I digress. So, just briefly, in January, let's just have a look. Reasonable month, in fact, apart from this, obviously, I'll show you warts and all. But overall, a good month, but obviously wish I'd never been bothered this day. Don't get too concerned with these terminologies here. They're just some notes that I was messing about with. They do stand for stuff like opening range, time of day, elastic band and stuff like that, but that's not really the purpose of the video. The purpose of the video is just briefly go through, try and tie these into this, but so I really want down to an hourly minimum really, but anyway. So, market opened after Christmas. Not really, probably about the same where we left off. I'm not going to go back before Christmas, you can go and look yourself. So we're at the 65.00 level. Obviously, markets like 00s and, well, 00s and 00s really, and 50s in between. But you can see we've chopped around most of January up to later on in the 20th when we started to make new highs and went right up to 6,800, which was a nice long-term target, up 100, 200. From 500 it's a very strong up month. We had these fades down here. And market tried to push lower, no one really wanted to sell, so popped back up and carried on. On its rising, as I'm doing this on the 24th to 4th, we're still up there at record highs, near enough. If not, we are. I've not checked the live price, but I know USA it's back to its 2008 levels, whatever. Record highs. I think it's actually broken previous records as well. I will have a quick look around before the market opens, but it's an hour to go, so I'm just doing this quickly, about 15-20 minutes maybe, by 15. So on the second, didn't do too much. We're looking, I was shorting 66. Actually, I wonder if the line on here might make it a little bit easier. At least it shows you, you can find the level 66.03. Yeah, so I'm looking at shorting down here. Probably, again, it's difficult to work out. You can't have a line, let's just put that there, 66, and use the mouse at the same time for the pop-ups. It's frustrating, but I understand that. At least there's a reason for that. Anyway, so we're on the second, so we're just shorted that, took 2 chunks. Obviously we went up a little bit. I don't know what the high of that is. Can't be too much, probably 10, yeah, 11, there we go. So took 2 chunks of that, 0301, nice plus 50, and then tried for the bounce at 65.50, and we obviously didn't bounce, we carried on lower. So thankfully I managed to bail for a very modest, sorry, yeah, it's all in this, isn't it? I hate doing these on the daily. You want to be on a 5 minute or anyway. You can hear my frustration in my voice, but as I said on the other video, I'm starting doing these live now, and as in live, as the market's moving every day when I can, and then the reviews. Obviously, if you do the reviews a few days afterwards, then you can look at any time frame you want. So you really shouldn't be doing them on this. But anyway, we have what we have. So obviously it didn't do anything until the 5th, which should be this candle here. So short at 65.49 again, so you'll see there's a pattern in all this. I do a lot around 00 and 50s, as a lot of people do, which is why they work out reasonably well. Self-fulfilling prophecy, for want of a better way of saying it. Not rocket science. So just shorted off this 65.50 level, and then tried to go long again, and I got stopped out. If it's +1, I know basically I put a stop to +10 probably, or +5, and left it, and it's gone against me. I wouldn't get out for 1 point on purpose. I'm stopped out at 1. When trades go with me, I tend to put my stop +1, even more at the beginning of the month, because obviously I want to try and get some points in the tin. Once I've got a few points, or 100 points or whatever, then you can take a little bit more risk on, and it comes back and bites you in the backside sometimes. It's happened to me a few times this year, but still well up. Not a losing month for a long time. Certainly not this year anyway, as these videos have shown you. Again, over 90% of these trades will be on Twitter, if not 98. If anyone wants to go over and print the Twitter feed out, they can have a look for themselves. So on the 6th, very hard start to the day. Let's go to the 6th of January, which is this one. So we opened at 24, highest got up to 52. So again, I was trying to go long, got stopped out. Trying to look at long again, got stopped out. Long again, higher up, 63, 68. Yeah. So I did actually get what I wanted in the end. Again, I can't show you the entry because I can't change the resolution on these charts. So you got out of that. No, actually, I can see what's happened now. I actually took 3 longs and way up, obviously, as you can see by this. Why I got stopped for that, I don't know. +1, I don't know. Maybe the market did go up. I moved my stop and then it came down. Just took this one out, but obviously didn't. With hindsight, knowing me, I'd have taken these two, moved the stop to plus whatever on both of them. This one came down, got stopped out, and then I'd sat and waited a little bit lower. Thought it wasn't going to go much lower than this, and then added again because these are in order of entry. So I was obviously close on this one, but probably would have held it if my belief was going long anyway. So, you know, put stops in for safety, but you can move them, you can change them. Don't think they're hard and fast because they're not. So that was a reasonable day on the 6th. On the 7th, obviously long on the magic number. Where we're at the 7th. So long off 6400. I love magic numbers. Obviously came down. I don't know if it came down. Actually, I can't. These are only dates, they're not time and dates. Obviously, go through my account, but it'll take forever. And that's not really the point. Really, the point is just to show you a brief overview. 64. And even on the Twitter, it's time and date stamped to an hour, so you can't really work them out either. Which is, so I don't know why they do that. I don't know why it wouldn't cost much in terms of extra resources to put 1 hour 11 minutes, or 17 days 4 hours and 25 minutes. But obviously they chose not to do that. So you get hourly after a bit, and then you can't get down to resolution. But anyway, so this is only a quick overview. Started doing these on the day as they come, so we don't get this problem again. So obviously 2 longs, maybe 3 longs on the books at one go. Probably was because that's why I closed this one early. So I got at least +20 in the tin, and then run these 2. Didn't get very high, but overall quite happy with that. Nothing on the 8th. On the 9th, knowing the 8th would have been a good day. Where's the 8th? That one. 57 highest, 82 lowest, 54. Yeah. Again, I can't tell what I would have done because I can't tell on this resolution. But anyway, 9th, I was looking to short at 50 again, which we started up at the highs. We opened at 70, and we didn't really get any higher than that. So it's a down day all day long. If you excuse the pun. So +20 on the short of 50. I don't know if I held this or whether I added it. I can't remember. Again, without going through a lot more detail. But I cut them, just get some points in the tin, then waited and then took 2 longs. Trying to fight. Obviously, we come down quite a bit on the 9th. Yeah. Lowest was 70 on the 9th. How was it? 65, 72, 65. I don't know how that's got to 65.29. That might be me. That's my mistake, probably. But anyway, so this is only a quick overview. If you look at the recent videos of this year, they're a lot more live and you don't have to do this on an hour, which is painful. So on the 12th, you can see we had a up and down day. So I was just chopping around, short, long. So I was shorting off 00. I would have added at 17, and I would have added at 30 and crossed some fingers. Not really, but based on the fact that I thought we'd roll over, that's why all these exits are at 05. So a nice little profit on this. I'm not sure if that popped back up. Remember, these are in trade order, but anyway, 15 off this. Then I tried to go long from lower, 65.21. didn't obviously work out 6505. I was going to use the word gambling. That's 100% the wrong word to use. I was relying on the fact that I thought we'd bounce at 6500, but obviously we didn't. So just cut your losses and walk away. So quite a reasonable day. 13th. Don't think I win all the time, by the way. If you it's the first video you're watching, because I don't. And if you are watching this as your first video, because it's obviously it's January, so it'd be logical to start if you're watching through the videos for this year. The others are a lot different than this, as I've said before. So on the 13th, again an up and down day, just chopping around. So short, long, short, short, short. So again, 0 zeros. Obviously came straight down because I'm long at 64.78, so I could have had quite a bit more than this. But it came back up to 0 0 area again, nice slammer. And then I tried to sell it back down to 0 0, thinking we'd be range bound, and didn't really get very much. But even if you have 5 trades, and okay, 20 is quite decent and 25 is quite decent, but it all adds up. 14th, which I assume will be this one, he says. After he puts it on the wrong one. So that was just 2 longs, 64.59. So let's go back to the line, 64.59. 59 up here. So yeah, it must have been well, my trades are nearly early in the day anyway, so obviously went up before it came down, I assume anyway, so I can't tell, but quite a good day on 2 trades. Very unusual for me to do 2, but that's what I did. 15th, another good day, well, a very good day actually. 15th, draw away line. Oh, escape. I shouldn't have to do this by now, shouldn't I? 15th, 16th, yeah, see an up and down day again. I quite like these up and down days. I mean, trends are great if you get on the right side of it, but I tend to get my ass kicked when I look at my records. When I try to fight the trend. The saying, "The trend your friend," the trend is your friend until it ends, is very apt. So I quite like up and down days because it gives you scope to go both ways. So on the 15th, again, you see this a lot. I'll take a lot of trades one direction and I'll just reverse, and they definitely tend to be my best days. I'm not very good at catching this sort of move and sitting and sitting and sitting. So I wish I could, but I'm not. But if I do sat 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 days on this, we don't need to do anything else. We'd be up for 262 points. But as I say, hindsight, 2020. So we had an up and down day. So I was obviously shorting 64, 62. So I was looking for a reverse slammer, which we got. Obviously, we're looking for it to go down back to 50. So I held to 42, and then actually it went against me, because you can tell where these trades were ordered. So it must have gone 15. Sorry about that. It obviously went up to 65 first. But again, whether that went up in the first few hours or whether that's towards the close and then came off, this chart doesn't tell you that. Which is why I don't like using them. But a very good day. If they're all like that, they're not. Unfortunately, I was sitting on sitting somewhere anyway. It wouldn't be here. But not that I'm complaining. But I've had to change rooms recently for various reasons, and well, it's not as nice as the last place. I've lost my sea view as well. You can all go, oh, but I quite like sitting on my balcony looking at the sea. You couldn't see the it's a double pun or whatever the word is, isn't it? You couldn't see the sea. You couldn't see the sea front as in the beach. Not as much of a beach. It's only about 10 meters long, deep. And but you could see across the sea. There's an island across there. On a good day, you can see that as well. And you can see the storms rolling in, which is the bit I liked. Because thunderstorms tend to come rolling in from that side. You see all the lightning coming in. Anyway. But anyway, I've had to change. So I'm still facing the same way, but there's quite a few other apartment blocks blocking my view. But it's only 5 minutes away if I need to go down there anyway. So anyway, that is digressing. So 16th, I also missed out on a good day there. just managed. I was long in the open. Obviously, again, I can't tell you whether I closed that long and then went long again without going through my accounts and stuff. And it's not the point. Anyway, so I was long up to 96. I was obviously taking the slammer up into yeah, it started at 50, went right up to 90. Highest 65.90. Yeah, sorry, 64.96. Sorry. Yeah, we're into this area here, 64 slammer territory. Then I tried to short it. Obviously, we dropped a little bit. We also, sorry, I rephrase that. We also went up a little bit more first because I added at 05. Came back down, closed that one for 10. And probably went, yeah, again. It must have gone up first more and then come back down again. Or it could have come down and gone back up, but it's irrelative. Anyway, I'm going to start skipping through these because I'm getting bored talking to myself because it's just very difficult. 65.05 down. Tried to go down, reverse slammer, didn't work out. Must have gone up, come back down again. Took another short there, and managed to get 10 out of it. So I ended up 33 for the day. I'll have put a note on here. I don't know why I put notes. Sometimes I do. All first hours. Okay. 19th. Oh yeah, we didn't do much on 19th. Opened at 73. Came down a little bit. Went up. Then looking for shorts. It didn't work out. Shorted again. And then went long. So yeah, a really strange up and down day. But, 20th. I'm just going to start rushing through these now. Cause I say the more I do this, the more I think it's a bit pointless if you can't actually get down to detail. But you may be able to do on your charts. If you can do it and you're interested, then print out your own 5-minute charts for these days, or even an hourly one would be okay. But you're better off. I mean, use an hourly one for direction and trade off a 5 normally. So that's a resolution I would like to be able to show this at, but I can't. So the 20th, I was all over the place. Short, long, short, and obviously we went up and then came back down again. But again, look, you'll see this all the time. We're around 0-0 again. You know, slam. I'm looking for a long off the slammer there. Just come back down again. 66.01 reverse slammer short. It probably went up. That's why I added at 25 and took plus 10 as we started to come back down again. And then another short there. So then I totally cocked up. I don't know why I got fixated with that on the 21st, which is the 21st candle, 20th, 21st. Yeah, obviously because I thought we'd do a reverse slam. We've had 1, 2, 3. Well, no, 1. Starting from here, we've had 1, 2. That's a nothing day. 3, 4, 5 days up into 67.00. So I'd obviously got fixated that we wouldn't get up again. We'd take some profit taking before we had a move up into the big numbers, 67.00. And you can see I got my ass completely and utterly kicked, and so I should. That was just the wrong trade. The wrong trades to take, and completely messed up. Let's just carry on. Thankfully, but if you watch the other videos again, you'll see I do it. You know, it's not a one-off. I'm not here to say that I don't. I have some really bad days. I have some really good days. And as you can see, anyone that knew me from ages ago, I'm trading for longer time periods, up to 5 to 6 positions, but a lower stake size. Because I found trading at decent stakes. I mean, decent in my books is sort of like 30 to 50 pounds a point, which is a lot for a lot of people, but to a lot of traders it's absolute peanuts. But to me, it was beyond my comfort zone. Sort of £10 is my sort of average now. If I look to make, I look to make £10 profit, so it's £470. So well, you can work that one out yourself. But anyway, but on average, sometimes I go slower and sometimes I go a bit higher. But average, I'd say, is about 10. Don't do anything really stupid anymore. As in terms of stupid stakes, none of the 200 and what was it, 200 and I can't remember if it was 220 or £230 a point was my biggest ever, which again is peanuts. There's guys on IG and £5,000 a point and all sorts of stuff. Well, one guy I know of in particular anyway, but I'm sure there are others. Anyway, we digress. And don't be fixated by the money. If anyone that's new that's listening to this, oh, hello, first if you're new. Don't get fixated by the money. When you enter a trade, they show you the profit and loss in the bottom. I wish you could turn it off. I mentally try and turn it off. I'd look at the plus and minus 1.1, 2.1, 3.1, minus 8. I don't want to see minus £180, 120, 160, minus 200. If you minus, they show you the minus because they don't want you to lose the money. So your mental state says, I can't afford to lose that, or I don't want to lose it. So you hold, and also they're hoping that it goes against you worse. And the reverse, they show you the profits, so they hope you take them. Simple as that. So it's a bit of a mental trick not to look at the money, which is very hard. I actually, when I'm in a trade, I've got 2 laptops, or 3 laptops, but I use 2 for this. One for the video, this one I'm using now for the videos. I also use Twitter. I also, I also do this, but I actually don't use it for much else other than that, actually, when the market's open. Other laptop, I've got my account open. Sometimes I don't always have it open. But I don't really use that laptop for anything else. And third laptop, I mess about on Twitter and YouTube and watching videos and stuff, watching TV. So sometimes use this one on Twitter as well. But anyway, that's definitely digressing. And I've lost my train of thought. But anyway, 22nd. Yeah, the money. What's the old Tom? Yeah, you know what I mean. Show me the money, saying. Anyway, it'll come to me when I don't think about it. But anyway, let's get back to this before I bore you all to death. So 22nd was, where did we? Oh yeah, I was just shorting. Quite an average day. Tom Cruise, that was it, wasn't it? It's amazing how you think of things when you don't actually think of them. I was trying to think of the name. It's an old film. I couldn't think of it, and I went onto this, and suddenly it popped into my head. Amazing, human brain. Anyway, so I was just basically shorting this all the way down. Got first 2 trades I lost. So obviously I got in early looking for the slammer. Added, looking for it not to get to 50. So I don't know why I got out at 45. That's a bit strange, but anyway. Obviously went up more, so I was. Oh, it looks like I closed all these at 50. Yeah, sorry, that makes sense now. I'd have held these. This one, I'd have held all these and closed them all out. It's 67, 45. Had enough. Probably had a break. Came back. It popped back up again. Tried to short it again. Popped back up again. Shorted it again. It probably went up, and then up. I'm surprised I held that. I held this if it went all the way up to 90. But anyway, probably did because I tend to add into trades. I digress. Thankfully, we'll come to the end of this soon because it's really annoying me. The more I do this, the more it annoys me. 23rd, nice easy day. It's 3 shorts. Highest 48 went up to 48. So again, I'd have added here. That's my first short. Popped up, didn't slam, thankfully. Came back down, got out at 15, and then reversed it. Where which day was it? 23rd. This one here. Yeah, the lowest was 96. So we probably did a reverse wash and wipe, which is why I went long at 10. Because we rejected going lower basically. And obviously it's a massive number, 6800. These big numbers, you've just got to watch the market carefully and be all over them when you can, because they do work so well. 26 must be up here. So this is the time when we broke through 6800 barrier. Tried to short it early on, didn't work out. Again, I probably added to all these 6832s. And then, yeah, I must have done looking at that. So I went in at 97 on the piss, it wouldn't break above 0-0, we'd get a bounce, didn't get a bounce. I then looked for the wash and white, we didn't quite get it, went right up to 32, the highest was 88, so it also went up a lot more afterwards. And my trades are early, you know, it's very rare I trade in the afternoons. Normally run trades into the afternoon if I have to, but it's very rare I actually take trades in the afternoon. I tend to take most of my entries in the morning for obvious reasons because of the time difference. And so that was an okay day. I remember when we used just to take one position, I was happy with plus 10s, and you can make a lot of money making plus 10s, don't get me wrong. That's where I started off. I always had the mantra, if you can make 10 points a day on average, then 10 points a day on average, that's 200 points. Well, 200 points a month. If you can make 100 points a month on average, if it's £10 a point, you can do the maths. And this is why new traders, or even people who've been doing it for a while that haven't quite got there yet, they always try for the big hits. And that's why I take 4 or 5 positions. I'm not into making 100-point moves or 50-point moves. It's nice when they happen, but I like to take smaller positions, but take quite a few of them. But at least I can manage them. You can always exit a few. You don't have to cancel everything in one go. So I know if you're £10 a point, you can sell 5 and run 5 or whatever. You can sell 10 lots at £1, so you can do it either way. There's no right or wrong answer really. It just is what it is. And then going into the 27th, again 28th. You can just tell by this candle that we had a choppy day. So short on the open, 85, which was we're basically up at these highs. So we started at 70, so we must have come down obviously quite a bit from that highest. Yeah, we only went up 6 points. So it's, this is don't forget we're into. Look on the charts again, on the weekly, or you'll find that we're pushing new bounds up here, as most markets are at the moment as I speak this. So, and then try to go long again. And these I know were closed on order because I was away, so I've just put an order in to close these at 68.40, and I'd have put a stop in probably below 68.00, probably 69.80 or something like that, just as a safety, because as the note says here, I was on a net, well, taxi. You heard of the film Plane, Trains and Automobiles, but I did taxi, aeroplane, private car, and that was it, wasn't it? Yeah, 3. So I was travelling, so I couldn't trade, no internet on the aeroplane. Not that I wanted internet on the aeroplane, to be honest. It's nice just to sit and I like flying, so I don't want to work on a plane. I'm quite happy just to watch what's going on and enjoy the experience. So anyway, that's a quick, he says, quick, how long have we gone? 33 minutes. Quick review of January. So this is not what I normally do. If you check the rest of the feeds, wherever these are put, I'm not sure yet, whether either on YouTube or I'm going to stick them somewhere else. And again, I mentioned that in another video, but they'll be somewhere anyway, so if you found them somewhere, you're obviously listening to this. If you didn't, then you're not. So I'm going to stop this now, and it's now 7. All I'm going to do, actually, just for the sake of it, I'm going to have a look at what you're probably watching this in 2019, but you can see on my computer it's now 7:19. Sounds like there's a thunderstorm rolling in. This is what I used to like watching. I can hear it, but I can't see it because I can't see the sea. That's quite funny. I can hear it coming. You can feel it in the air as well. You can just feel it. It's starting to get a bit sweaty, and it's starting to overcast as well. So no doubt we're about to get rained on. We got rained on yesterday, which was quite nice. Well, it wasn't nice actually, because quite funny. It meant I was late. I couldn't get back. Because when it rains here, boy does it rain. I'm still on crutches, as I think most people know, because we keep mentioning it every time in these videos, so I'm still not very well. So my girlfriend took me on the motorbike, and there was no way. I was looking at the clock thinking, oh, do I have another beer? And she likes to play pool, so it keeps us going. I don't know if you can hear the thunder rolling in the background. She likes to play pool, so I'm quite happy to go sit at a bar and watch her play pool with her friends and just chill out. But meant we couldn't get back for 8 o'clock, which is which is 2 o'clock in the afternoon here. So it sort of works out well. We can go out for a couple of hours before the market, which is quite good. You don't have to be up at 7. I used to be sat in front of the computer at just after 7, if not 7, every morning. Well, Monday to Friday, obviously. And now it's quite a different. You can wake up in the morning, go and do something, and then basically work the afternoon. The only downside to that is that sometimes you still set up at midnight, which is obviously even before that. What are you doing? Why don't you come to bed? No, I'm still working. What do you mean you're still working at 10 o'clock? Yeah, but if you start at 2, it's only 8 hours, isn't it? It's hardly strenuous work sat in front of the computer, watching TV, eating. I was going to say takeaways, but we're off takeaways at the moment. We're trying to get a bit more healthy because we're eating not junk, but it's too easy here not to even bother cooking. In fact, we don't even have a cooker as such. We only got a grill and a hob and a microwave, and that's it. Not many people actually cook. Anyway, that's totally digressing. So yeah, we're just going to have a look. Sorry about that. Got interrupted. I forgot where I was. So anyway, that wraps it up for January. Well, it's been of some use. But I say, if you're new to this, then look at the ones in March and April, or even February. They're a lot more detailed. You can catch them, the live ones. They're not live as in you can watch them live, but they are recorded live. And again, you can always look at your own charts and look at these entries and tweets. I would print the tweets out as well if you really want to do some study. And thanks for listening, and I'll speak to you later.